Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Wrecking Trade. I'm your host, Robert Lynch, and boy, do I have a show for you today. But before we jump into it, where were you when this happened?
Just when I thought I was out.
Is the pandemic over?
The pandemic is over.
Is the pandemic over?
The pandemic is over.
If you were like me, you got your passport out and you dusted it off and you made plans to travel and you said, yes, we're looking forward to a great year. Things are going to happen. Things are going to be different. All of this is behind us. Yes, certainly some people are still going around. Some people are still getting sick, but we've finally got it under control. And here we are. We can get on with the business of life. And then this happened.
I can't do this anymore, man. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
What is this, you ask? What is this, you ask? There is some new information out there, and let me see if I can just pull this up. Oh, wait a minute, I thought. But more of that is going to come right up after this quick break.
Welcome to The Wrecking Trade, this and every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m., the radio show that provides a platform for a deeper understanding of issues affecting men in the Cayman Islands. Join us as we explore the low enrollment of men and boys in college classrooms, the absence of men in the church, and the absence of fathers in the home. Join the conversation as we help men find their place in the modern world. Through engaging interviews with experts and members of the community, we provide a clear picture of what healthy masculinity looks like as an example for boys and girls. Our mission is to provide a voice for men, to help them navigate the challenges that they face and provide hope for a brighter future. So tune in this and every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. and join the conversation on The Wrecking Trade. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of men and boys in the Cayman Islands. Brought to you by Oscore Fitness, strong inside, powerful outside, and the Bellagio Salon and Spa, where beauty is reimagined.
As the school year gets underway, there are new reports of a rise in COVID cases around the country. Many schools have either closed temporarily or put mask mandates back in place. 1/4 of the staff at schools in San Antonio, Texas, have been infected. Atlanta's Morris Brown College will require everyone to wear masks for the next 2 weeks.
I can't do this anymore, man.
Yes, my friends. Yes, my friends. It seems we're looking back at the end of summer as summer draws to a close, as school gets back in session. Our good friend from yesteryear is coming back, a resurgence, and we're maybe thinking about mask mandates and things of this sort yet again. How did you feel escaping the ravages of the previous instance of our lockdowns, of our masks, of our walking through the community, going to stores on your name days? I remember here you could either go to store, or based on my last name, you could either only go to the store on the Tuesday or a Thursday, and beyond that it was just locked in time. And of course, when you did get out on the street on those other days, the streets looked like a ghost town. There's rarely anyone there. You heard birds chirping in, and all those things happened. And we thought those days were behind us. You know, we got back to gridlock. It's school sessions back in place. There's an article on the front page of the Cayman Isles, the Cayman Compass, that said gridlock is back. And now, to save us from gridlock is Big C. And here it is. We may be looking at that again. There's been a host of things going on in the news leading up to this summer as we transition into almost September. And I mean, the world has just been going upside down. Have you heard about Steve Harvey? I mean, he's probably in the news, much like many of the other things that are in the news. But today, I want to talk to you about some really interesting things. I want to talk to you about what's been happening and what it means for us as men in 2023. But before that, let's just hear a quick word from some of our sponsors.
Welcome to the Bellagio Salon and Spa, your one-stop destination for all your hair, nails, skin, and body needs. Located at 112 Cannon Place in Georgetown, Bellagio Salon and Spa is the epitome of luxury and relaxation. Come let us take care of your every need. Our team of skilled professionals is ready to give you a fresh and fabulous hairstyle, a revitalizing facial, or a pampering manicure. Experience the bliss of our signature spa treatments, designed to cater to your specific desires. Let our therapists work their magic, leaving you feeling renewed. Don't wait any longer to treat yourself. Call us today at 943-5522 or 923-2255. Book your appointment and embark on a journey to ultimate relaxation. Bellagio Salon and Spa. Unwind, rejuvenate, and embrace your inner beauty. Book your escape now. Introducing Oscore Fitness Personalized Training System, the ultimate solution to achieving your fitness goals. With Oscore Fitness, you have the flexibility to work out in your own home gym, or if you prefer, you can visit one of our partner facilities for a change of scenery. Our team of expert trainers will guide you through personalized workouts tailored to your specific needs and preferences, ensuring maximum results. If you can't make it to the gym, Oscore Fitness offers the convenience of having a fully equipped gym delivered right to your doorstep. Our dedicated trainers will motivate and challenge you every step of the way, keeping you on track towards your fitness goals. Ready to transform your fitness routine? Call us now at 525-8622 and get started with Oscore Fitness Personalized Training System. Oscore Fitness. Break free from limitations and achieve your fitness dreams. Oscore Fitness. Your journey to a healthier, stronger you begins today.
All right. Today we're going to be talking about motivation. We just talked about, or you just heard from Oscore Fitness talking about how to motivate you to get yourself in that gym shape, get yourself into that motivation shape, get yourself into that where you start feeling like yourself, feeling comfortable in your own skin. And motivation is going to be critical to getting us where we need to be, because if you don't have the drive to get up and do what you need to do, then chances are you may get stuck in your chair, you may get stuck in your couch, and you may live an existence where you haven't really lived. You may find yourself going through life in the back seat or the passenger seat of your own life. So you need to find that motivation, find that drive, find that thing that you need to get you to where you need to go. And I can't tell you enough about the story. Sometimes we hear the things, we talk about them, and when we talk about the things that we've missed out on, one of the things that we don't often realize, talk about, check in on, is the things that we don't even realize that we missed out, the opportunities that we didn't even see because we didn't get out there and we weren't at that place where that opportunity was going to be knocking so that we could capitalize on it. And so if you are stuck in your house, if you are stuck in your chair, if you are stuck someplace where the opportunities are not going to find you in there, you have to get up and get out there. And let's talk about it. But if you've been benefiting from this channel, be free to give a like, share this video to someone who you think it might be beneficial to, and of course, hit that like button. It is the metric that YouTube uses to figure out if people like it and are able to share it with, allow the algorithm to share it with other persons like you who it may be beneficial to. And so let's get into it. So today, before we kick off, let's explore what motivation actually is. Do you know what motivation actually is? I mean, you have a couple of people who will say, hey, it is just the thing that gets you up out of bed. But motivation is the drive that pushes you to act. And when you think about it, you have the fight, flight, or flee response. And motivation is the thing that pushes you from getting stuck in the flee or possibly even the flight and go into the fight mode, because sometimes you can't run. Right? It comes from the Latin word to movere, which means to move. You can't get stuck. To move. It's the force that propels us towards our goals and our dreams, and sometimes even away from our fears. For instance, you may see someone coming to attack you, an animal, something coming to attack you or attack your child, and somehow you find this power, this adrenaline, this rush to get up and get in front of that, to get it and do something, to lift up some heavy thing to protect your child, and that is that motivation. And here today, many times we think about it in terms of some kind of secret force in the back of you that gets activated when something outside of you comes in. But what if, and that's the message here, what if you could move that from the passive, from the subconscious into the active, where you can wield the power of motivation in your day-to-day life to get those things off your to-do list, to get those things off the could have beens, should have beens, might be, and to get them into, this is what I've got done today, this is what I've accomplished today, these are the steps I've taken to the future that I want, the life that I see for myself. This is it. Right? And so once we understand the goals, once we understand the mission, once we understand your own direction and what motivates you, or what is that thing that pushes you. So in the case that we talked about, the thing that was pushing you to protect that child is that inner love that you have for the child, and seeing that, hey, they're going to be in danger, and because that is untenable, that is not something that you want, that gets activated inside. But that's internal, that's in your subconscious. How can you bring that into the consciousness so you go, okay, my goal is this. My goal is to make $100 this week. My goal is to run a marathon. My goal is to get fit. How can you bring that into the consciousness? So today you go, in order to get fit by the end of the week, you're going to have to get on the gym machine. You're going to have to get up and do the push-ups. You're going to have to turn on the lights and turn on the cameras. You want to have a YouTube channel. How do you bring those things so that you keep pushing through even when you don't feel like it? How can you keep pushing through even when you don't feel like it? And there is a lot of talk in the media and around the world where, if it doesn't feel good, if it doesn't feel it, if you don't feel like it, then you don't do it. If you don't feel like it, that's not a good enough reason to not do it. Because, I mean, if you have children, you'll know sometimes they're crying in the middle of the night and you don't feel like getting up. You don't feel like doing it. You don't feel like going to work. Sometimes the alarm goes off in the morning and you don't feel like it. A big part of being an adult, a big part of being a grown-up, a big part of being responsible is doing things that you have committed to, things that you are responsible for, things that you are accountable for, even when you don't feel like it. And if you're struggling with mental challenges, if you're struggling with those differences, if you're struggling with depression, you may feel like curling up in your room, turning the lights off and going on the cover. You don't feel like going outside, but that's the last thing that you need to do. You need to get up, walk out, get some sunlight, go do some things, because that is what you need to do to get you to where you need to be. Otherwise, you get stuck in the place where you don't want to be. And so we're shifting out, we're shaking off, we're getting rid of that thing that says, I need to feel like it in order to move forward. No. You need to make a commitment to the process. You need to make a commitment to your goal. You need to make a commitment to yourself. And that self that you're talking to is that self that has already seen the goal. And they need you to put in the work on this side. Otherwise, that self never comes to a reality. That self never finds the light of day because you didn't put in the work today. So let's visualize. See yourself 5 months from now, 5 years from now, a year from now. What does that self look like? What does that self want to accomplish? What is that self walking around and doing? What is the thing that is bringing joy and happiness to that self? And when you sit down, you may have a conversation and go, hey, self, how you doing? All right, what is that you're doing? Okay, cool. You have that new job. Oh, you're a YouTube star. You're a YouTube motivational speaker, or you got that promotion that you wanted. Nice. All right, so what are the steps that we need to do to get there? Okay, fine. You want to get in shape? All right, that means we have to put in that 3 hours, we have to put in that 45 minutes 3-4 times a week, every single day, or we have to go do that walking. We have to get up, wake up, get outside, put the gear on, and go do that exercise, no matter what, because that self needs that work today so that self can be a reality tomorrow. Right? You want to be playing with your kids well into their older years because you're an older person. You want to be able to walk around. You want to be able to not feel all the pain that you're feeling. That doesn't happen by sitting on the couch. That doesn't happen when you are locked up crying about, oh man, I don't know if I can do this. No, it means getting up. It means sweating. It means pushing. It means pushing through. It means working hard. It means doing what you need to do to get there. And that doesn't always feel easy. That doesn't always feel nice. When you're pushing those extra 2 pounds or those extra 2 reps in the gym, it doesn't feel good. when you have to get up and go to work when it's raining outside because you know you have those two assignments that you need to complete for us to have that final year report, for us to have that, for us to have the things that you need, because the team success means you have to contribute. It doesn't feel good, but you know that you have to do it. It doesn't feel good waking up at 6:30 in the morning, turning on the shower, getting in the bathroom, doing all the things that you need to do so that you can meet the day fresh, refreshed, and get on it. But you know you have to, because that check at the end of the month is dependent on you putting in the time in the beginning of the month, in the middle of the month, and the rest of it. So you get up and you do it. So if you can do it for your job, if you can do it for your children, if you can do it for the people around you, let's get into doing it for ourselves, because the best thing that you can do for your children, the best thing that you can do for the people around you, is to show them that it's not just talk, that you can actually get it done, because they see that they can get it done by seeing you get it done. There's this story, some of you may know it. There's this movie that I watched a couple of years ago where this guy gets up and he goes, hey, no one is able to do this thing. What is this thing? At a point in our history, we believe that no one could run faster than the 4-minute mile. That's as fast as we could run. And we believe, even scientists believe, that if we were to run faster, we'd suddenly burst into flames. And it was just impossible. And this guy kept saying, why? This doesn't make any sense. We can do it. And he trained and he trained and he kept doing it and he kept running and he's doing it and he's pushing through. And he failed a couple of times, but he said, you know what? I'm still going to do it. And he finally gets it done. He runs faster than the 3-minute mile. He runs faster. He runs faster than the 3-minute mile, the 4-minute mile. And once he had it done, once he got it done, you know what happened? In that year, I think the number is 39 other people were able to beat the 4-minute mile record, despite the fact that just the year before we thought it was impossible. But that one guy got it done. The one guy. Let me see if I can pull his name up. First person to beat the 4-minute mile. So you can look him up when you get a chance. His name, my friends, is Roger Bannister. He was the first guy to beat the 4-minute mile because he believed that he could, and he kept pushing at it despite that science, despite that people around him told him that it was impossible. He pushed it. He got it done. And he didn't have to beat it by a whole lot. He just had to beat the barrier. The number he beat was 3 minutes and 59.4 seconds. It wasn't even a whole second that he beat it by. But because he did it, he got past that mental block, that seemingly impossible, invincible number. Because he was able to run past that number, beat out, and he didn't burst into flames. Other persons realized that they could too. So think about this. Think about who you may be liberating. Think about who you may be freeing. Think about who you may be offering opportunities to by pushing past the thing in your life that you think is impossible, that can't be done. Think about that. Is it your children? Is it your parents? Is it your friends? Is it your co-workers? Who might you be freeing, liberating from the shackles of mediocrity by liberating yourself and accomplishing your goals? All right? So we think about that, and we think about the motivation, and we're thinking about this in the concept of finding that thing that you can take out of the subconscious realm and put it in your conscious, so that you can activate your energy, activate your life force in the present to accomplish your goals. Right? And so, understanding motivation, how did you know did you know that there are two main types of motivation? Let's explore them. One, right? So we have intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. All right, so let's start out with the extrinsic, right? Extrinsic motivation, this comes from the external rewards like money, grades, recognition, the things that we've been talking about. Something outside of yourself that pushes you, activates you, motivates you to accomplish the goal. Right? That means something has to come along as an activating force to move you. So many persons, they act on this. Hey, they become afraid. They can get up, they can run fast, they can do a whole bunch of things. They see the bills coming to it at the end of the month. When the bills start coming, they're gonna go out and hustle, and because the bills are there to activate them. That's something outside, something that we often don't have control over. CUC is coming, the water authority is coming, the landlord is coming, the mortgage, the bank is coming. These things outside of us, fear from outside. Something is gonna come from the outside, and that's how you move, and you're able to do what you need to do. But the one that we want to focus on is the intrinsic motivation. Now, intrinsic motivation, this is the motivation that comes from within. It's about personal growth. It's about joy. It's about the satisfaction of doing something. So chances are, the idea about getting fit is not that your boss needs you to be fitter, is not that CUC is going to cut off your light if you are not exercising. No. It is about finding that goal, finding that thing inside yourself that makes you want it. That raise at work. Sure, the raise could be beneficial to do more CUC, to do more things or whatnot, but what is it that it means to you beyond the dollars and the more things that you can spend on? What does that raise mean for you? It can mean personal growth. It means that persons are recognizing, because it also comes with a promotion, persons are recognizing that you are growing as an employee, you're growing as a worker, you're growing as a member of the team. And that in and of itself is something that brings you joy, that brings you purpose, that says to you, hey, I set out on a goal and I'm accomplishing my goal. I can do these things. I am a worthwhile person. I'm a worthwhile individual because I can feel, I can think, I can activate, and I can grow. I can set goals from year to year and I can accomplish them, not because other people need me to, or not because other things have pushed me to, but because I have seen it in myself and I can see myself, and I want to see myself to be the fullest of who I am. All right, so let's think about 4 strategies to boost our motivation, right? So they're going to be really simple. How can we boost that? And remember, we're talking about the intrinsic motivation, the internals, the insides, the thing that gets us to get up even when there's nothing outside us that is pushing us up and saying get up. Here's an interesting one. How can you wake up in the morning without your alarm clock? Can you set your own body clock so your body knows, you know what, it's time to get up? Your body doesn't have to be kicked out of bed, forced out of bed, frightened out of the bed by some war raging alarm, but because you have willed yourself to do it. So here we are. 4 quick strategies to motivate or to boost your motivation, because here's the thing. You're already motivated. No matter where you are in life, you are already motivated. Remember, we talked about it being 2, internal and external, intrinsic and extrinsic, right? So the fact that you get up in the morning and you go to the bathroom and you don't just pee on yourself, you don't just mess yourself, there is some kind of motivation that's already happening inside. So why is that important? Because it means that you already have the tools, you already have the setup to be motivated. It means motivation works on you. And if motivation already works on you, then more motivation can work even better on you. Let me say that again. We know that based on your setup, based on where you are in life, no matter where you are in life, motivation already works on you. If you're walking down the street and some dog runs up and starts biting at you, you're going to run because you're already motivated to stay alive. You're already motivated to protect yourself. So motivation, the motivation phenomenon already exists inside you. The motivation structures already exists inside you. So now let us figure out how we can use them to our advantage, and they're not just something that happens to us. That's what we're going to be talking about when you come back right after this quick break.
Welcome to The Wrecking Trade, this and every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m., the radio show that provides a platform for a deeper understanding of issues affecting men in the Cayman Islands. Join us as we explore the low enrollment of men and boys in college classrooms, the absence of men in the church, and the absence of fathers in the home. Join the conversation as we help men find their place in the modern world. Through engaging interviews with experts and members of the community, we provide a clear picture of what healthy masculinity looks like as an example for boys and girls. Our mission is to provide a voice for men, to help them navigate the challenges that they face and provide hope for a brighter future. So tune in this and every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. and join the conversation on The Wrecking Trade. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of men and boys in the Cayman Islands. Brought to you by Oscore Fitness, strong inside, powerful outside, and the Bellagio Salon and Spa, where beauty is reimagined. Welcome to The Wrecking Trade, this and every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m.
Welcome to the Bellagio Salon and Spa, your one-stop destination for all your hair, nails, skin, and body needs. Located at 112 Cannon Place in Georgetown, Bellagio Salon and Spa is the epitome of luxury and relaxation. Come let us take care of your every need. Our team of skilled professionals is ready to give you a fresh and fabulous hairstyle, a revitalizing facial, or a pampering manicure. Experience the bliss of our signature spa treatments designed to cater to your specific desires. Let our therapists work their magic, leaving you feeling renewed. Don't wait any longer to treat yourself. Call us today at 943-5522 or 923-2255. Book your appointment and embark on a journey to ultimate relaxation. Bellagio Salon and Spa. Unwind, rejuvenate, and embrace your inner beauty. Book your escape now.
All right, book your escape, find your escape right at the Bellagio Salon and Spa. Run down there, get a massage, get your hair done up, get your nails did. Just find that thing that helps you to relax, get you into that space where your brain can start working at that optimal running frequency. All right, so let's just jump right back into it. Let's get ready to meet dopamine, right? Dopamine is often referred to as the feel-good drug or the feel-good neurotransmitter. When we anticipate a reward, our brain releases dopamine, making us feel excited and motivated. Right? Many times I guess back in the day, originally when I guess these things were recognized, we used to have greater hurdles that we'd have to jump over to get that dopamine hit. For instance, even with our food, we'd have to go hunting, right? Go gathering, fix the food, get it all prepared, and so that we could sit down and enjoy it. All that effort would go into getting that work so that we could have that meal at the end of that process. I remember when I was growing up and we didn't have electric stoves and we didn't have power. Right, you'd have to go down to the store and get a coal pot, pack it into the coal pot, work together, get the what do you call it, chip, or get those little things that you'd put into to make that fire, and then you'd get that pot, put it on. You'd have to go down to the river or whatnot to get water, and you'd put that together. And so the whole cooking process could be a very laborious. I mean, it would take hours, and you'd wait and you'd go through that whole experience. And then at the end of that process, the food just tasted so awesome, so incredible, so wonderful. And I mean, even now we connected to, you just think that, hey, food just tastes better cooked on a coal fire or on a wood flame or something like that. But on understanding this, on learning this, you realize that reward is connected to effort. The joy of the reward is connected to the level of effort that you put into it. If you just walk down the street and you find, you find a trinket, you found it, easy come, easy go. But if you've put in years of work, if you put in time, if you put in effort, and someone goes, hey, based on your effort, I'm going to give you this, it's the same trinket. But now there is something else connected to that trinket that makes it more special, makes it more meaningful, makes it more powerful, even though it's the same thing. When you think about rewards that you get from racing on sports day or things like that, it's just a piece of string on a piece of metal. You could walk into a shop and buy one for yourself. It's not going to be that expensive. But when you go through the process and running and effort and exercise and doing those things, and then you are awarded that, you find yourself putting it up on your banister, on your fireplace, on something special, because it is now meaningful. The effort that has gone into it is is rewarded by you having received that thing. You didn't just get this thing by walking into the store. And so we're connecting it to that neurotransmitter, dopamine, right? But many times, because we're stuck in the world of today where I don't feel like it seems to be the order of the day, we seem to be stuck in the place that tells us that, you know what? If you don't feel like it, if you don't get it right away, it must mean that it's not for you. Let me say that again. We're stuck in a world where if we don't feel like it, or if we don't get it right away, our brains, the culture, tries to tell us that it's not for you. Maybe I'm not maybe I'm not this, maybe I'm not that, maybe I'm not good enough. No. What we're saying here is that the effort needs to go in so that we can get the work done. Now, let's finish that thought first. So if we get stuck in the it doesn't feel like it, it's not good, it's not for me, then our brains are going to try to find easy access to dopamine. It's going to try to find some feel good ways to get the dopamine, because our brains are telling us that that thing that we think is not even too much effort, we just can't get there, and so we won't get our dopamine hit through that process. So we're going to have to find another process. You know what's an easy dopamine hit? Grab some ice cream. That feels good, that tastes good, but it doesn't take a lot of work. You can walk into the store, so you can get the same hit from that ice cream, from that going down to the corner store and getting that nice food thing, that nice treat that you like, and treating yourselves. And so some of us have gotten addicted to, sometimes we all get addicted to, that easy dopamine fix. But that easy dopamine fix steals from us the exaggerated or that rewarding feeling that comes with the fix. The rewarding feeling of accomplishment, the rewarding feeling of effort, the rewarding feeling of investment that pays off. When we can pair those two together and our brain sees that it works together, then the attainment of that dopamine fix is all the more important, all the more valuable. Not just valuable in the moment to feel good for that moment, but to feel good for an extended period of time, because you are now proud of the work that you've done. You're proud of the accomplishments that you've made. And that in and of itself is infectious. We talked about Mr. Bannister, who his accomplishment infected others and allowed them to see that it could be accomplished. They too could go down in history as persons who ran faster than the 4-minute mile. So when we get past the immediate dopamine fix for ourselves and put effort into the process, we expand the impact of that dopamine fix to those around us. We infect those around us with the ability to drive, to strive, to exert, and to feel rewarded by their efforts, right? And so this is the power of liberating ourselves from just that personal, that individual, that my fix, to want to give more to those around us. So with the stage set, let's talk about it. Let's talk about 4 easy strategies to boost our motivation so that we can boost the impact of our dopamine fix into allowing others around us to be able to activate their own as well. Number 1, visualize your goals. Imagine your success. Imagine what it looks like. Imagine what it feels like. Imagine what it sounds like. I talked to you earlier about seeing the person who you are at the end of the goal that you want and having a conversation with that person. What are they wearing? What do they smell like? What do they feel like? What do they look like? Not just the goal being accomplished, but what difference in your life will this goal make? What will that difference feel like? Exercise, we talked about that one. It's not just enough to exercise so that you can have your 6-pack abs or whatnot, so you can, have bigger muscles. What does that mean in the day-to-day? Does it help with your confidence? Does it help you to sit up a little bit straighter? Does it help you to talk to and interact with other persons with a little bit more strength, with a little more vigor? Does it help you to play with your kids because now your body feels stronger and you can do more with them? You feel less tired, you feel less groggy, you feel less taxed when you walk up a flight of stairs. You feel less taxed when you're playing out in the field. You feel less taxed when you're running up and down, taking them to the beach, running around in the yard. You feel more rewarded. You feel more vim, vigor, and vitality in your person. And that's what it means, having activated that goal. So it's not enough to just have a six-pack. Right? It's not enough to just see your goal as having a six-pack. What does that mean in your day-to-day life? What does it look like? Do you look better in your clothes? Do you feel more confident in the kind of clothes that you pick out? Do you feel more confident when you're standing up in your meetings and making your presentations because you're not as preoccupied with, is my gut not flat enough? Am I bulging in the wrong places? How are people seeing me? Do you feel more confident and comfortable when persons offer you compliments and go, hey, you look good, did you lose some weight? Have you been working out? Does that help you to feel better about yourself? See? So visualize the full spectrum of what that goal means, what that goal is, what it looks like in your day-to-day life, not just having accomplished it. And when you're able to visualize and connect with all of these additional elements to your goal, then you can put more connectors to the goal. There's more motivation, there's more reason, there's more connection to the goal that you're striving for. And so when the thought to circumvent or to undermine your goal comes in, it's not just taking away from your six-pack. It's trying to steal from your kids to be able to play with you in the yard. It's trying to steal from your promotion at work. It's trying to steal from that self-pride that you get from being able to walk around and execute more and be looked upon as something that other people can look towards. And so it makes your fight response to resist that thief a little bit stronger, because you're seeing the size of what it's stealing from you, not just a little goal that you had on your list of resolution plans. Right? It's trying to steal this new lifestyle that you've envisioned for yourself. And if it's trying to steal the lifestyle that you've envisioned for yourself, that means it's trying to steal from you the self that you saw in your visualization. It's trying to steal you, it's trying to kidnap you and lock you away in some dungeon where you will probably never be seen again, never be heard from again. And you don't want that. You can't afford that, because that person that you visualized is now a part of you. It's a part of who you are. And you want to protect them, just like we talked about protecting our kids earlier in the show. And so now you're willing to do anything to protect that person and to protect the legacy, because this is just bigger than some tiny goal on a checklist. All right, that's number one. Number one, visualize your goals, right? Connect them to something visceral, something strong, something important that you can connect to, that you're willing to fight for no matter what. Number two, break tasks into smaller steps. Now, the old adage goes, if you want to eat an elephant, you eat him one bite at a time. Your mouth is never going to be big enough to fit an elephant in it, right? Or fit a whole chicken in it. I mean, maybe no matter how hard you try. But by taking small bites, you can make your way through that big goal. You can make your way through that elephant in style and in comfort. And it's not about a race. It's about making it into bite-sized pieces that you can take your time and just execute, knock off, get rid of, put behind you, right? So, being overwhelmed can kill your motivation. When you look at that big old elephant, you're like, oh man, my mouth's not big enough. I don't have a... Breaking tasks down makes them more manageable. That whole elephant changes to a bite on a fork that you can just stick in your mouth and take your time and just sing a song, do a thing, read a book, and you can execute it. So that's how we take those big old goals, six-pack abs, to small bite-sized pieces. 10 sit-ups in the morning when you wake up. 10 push-ups in the morning when you wake up. Just 10, right? Or you know what? If 10 is still too big for you, 5. 2. Let's start off with 2. Let's start off on your knees, right? Whatever bite size means to you, that's what we break it up into. We break it up and we spread it out and we make it manageable so that we can get through it. And I mean, the goal here is not to make it super easy. The goal is to recognize that the effort is more meaningful when we know that we can manage it. And as we go along, as our appetite gets bigger, we can add more. So if you can only do 2, tomorrow we're going to knock out 3. If you can only do 5, next week we're going to do 6. If you can only do 10, we want to get to 12. And so we keep, through effort, through consistency, through these bite-sized pieces, raise, grow, expand our appetite to do more so that we can accomplish more, right? So we break down the tasks into bite-sized pieces. So think about it. You're trying to work on the promotion at work. You know, the boss, they're looking, you know that there's a new job that is coming up in the next 6 months, and it's going to require these particular skills. And guess what? You won't have those skills. Or even if you do, there might be a couple of things that you need to sharpen, hone, so that make sure that you are the outstanding candidate for that job. So what does that mean? Do you need to work on your communication? Do you need to enroll at a school or do you need to join Toastmasters so you can work on your speech and your presentation so you can sharpen those things? Because an aspect of that new job is going to have you going around to different departments or going around to different countries or going around to different areas making presentations. And you know you get a little bit nervous when you stand in front of a crowd, when you stand in front of an audience. So you're going to be, over the next 6 months, when that job becomes available, you're going to be working on that, building that, growing that, working so that persons are going to go, wow, you've really grown in the last day. You know that this persons are going to come to you to tell you that the thing is coming up because they're seeing how you are fitting in so nicely into what they've designed that job to be. See what I mean? So moving from the front of the line where you have to chase your dream to where persons are bringing it to you because they see that it's such a perfect fit. And that's a perfect fit because you've put in that small bite-sized effort every day, every week to grow, to become that thing that you've seen. The visualization, 6 months from now, the job of X is going to be mine. And to get there, these are the small tasks that I need to execute consistently every single day. Right? It may just be, hey, taking on more responsibility at the job when persons are getting through your things even a half an hour earlier so that you have a half an hour each day to go around the office, to go to the supervisor, to go to the boss and go, hey, I have some time. I've gotten through what I need to be. I'd love to take on some extra. I'd love to help you on that assignment. I'd love to help you on that thing so persons see you are open to more responsibility. You're open to taking on more than just what you're already doing. Because if you're already overwhelmed by what you're already doing, then no one's going to look to bring you more. And that raise, that promotion, that usually comes with more. Right? So, fight the overwhelming feeling of things are too big by breaking them up to smaller bite-sized pieces so they become more manageable. So number 1, visualize the goal and connect it to things in the future so that you can see, so that you can expand the connection that you have with that goal. It's not just a thing on a check sheet. It is connected to the look, the feel, the sounds, the experience that you are now connecting to this goal. And number 2, breaking up that goal, that task, into bite-sized manageable pieces so we're not overwhelmed by how big it is. Because you know what? I encourage you to take on huge goals, to take on incredible goals. Elon Musk is trying to get us to Mars, right? I mean, people are going to go, are you crazy? We can barely get from the Cayman Islands to New York or to what do you call this place? To the UK, right? But here it is. He wants to take us to Mars. And it's not just a 1-year project. It's not just a, hey, we're just going to write a piece of paper, connect a few pieces of material. No, it's taken years and we're not there yet. But he's still working at it. And so too, you can take on big goals by making them into smaller pieces and seeing that and following through on that and continuing on that. So your goal may not be a next year goal. You may have a big, audacious goal that's going to be realized in the next 5 or even 10 years from now. But you're breaking those things out into bite-sized pieces. Your goal may be graduation. You're going to go off and get a bachelor's degree. And it's a 4-year degree. But each term, you knock off 1 class, 2 classes, 3 classes. And before you know it, you're walking across the graduation stage. 4-year goal behind you. On to the next thing, a master's degree, something else. Because you are able to break down life's accomplishments, those big dreams, into small goals and make them happen, right? Number 3, find your why. So the what is the goal, but why are you wanting this goal, right? Understand the deeper reason behind your goal can act as a strong driving force. We connected it to number 1, where we can visualize. It gave us a picture of the things that we are connecting it to. Gave you a sense of the why you're doing it. So when you see yourself playing with the kids, it's not just another what. It is a why, because it is important for me as a father, as a parent, to connect with your children and create memories with them, memories that they will take into their adulthood, memories that they will take into their future, memories that even when you're not here, you can live on. It's your immortality to be able to connect with them in that so even when we go through storms, when you go through difficult times, they can remember those joyous times when you spent that time with them. That's a powerful why. You're doing it not because of the thing, but because of the why behind the thing. When you think about the promotion at work, it's not just to put something else on your resume. That's a what. The why, maybe when you get this promotion at work, you can finally propose to that young lady that you've been connecting with, that you've been talking to, because you resonate at the same frequency, and you realize that now this promotion, you can finally make a family, you can finally take care of family, you can finally start thinking about children, you can think about expanding your legacy, right? The why for you is to see your life move into the next gear, the next phase, the next expansion for you, the why, right? So find the why behind what you are doing. Find the why, and once you connect to the why, then it's easier to work through the what. Because now, as I said with the visualization, it's not just a check mark on your to-do list. It is now a part of the experience, a part of who you are, a part of what you want to become, and this is your why. So write it down on a piece of paper. Let's figure it out. Let's think about it. Think about the why you want those 6-pack abs. Let's think about why you want that promotion at work. Let's think about why this is important to you. Get into those emotions, that internal emotional motivating factor that finds out the why. And that why is specific to you. Different people are going to want 6-pack abs for different reasons. You need to find a why that is powerful enough to motivate you through the days when you need to manage your diet, when you need to stop doing this, when you need to get up in the morning and go get that workout done, right? So let's search for that why for you. Now, number four, and this one is going to feel a little bit uncomfortable. Why? Surround yourself with positivity. Surround yourself with positivity. Be it positive people, inspiring books, or motivational quotes. Feed your mind with positivity. And why does this feel uncomfortable? Because it means we have to start making some changes here. It's not just enough to see, to write down. We have to start implementing changes in our lives to build the walls or to erect the protective structures around our dreams. We have to fiercely fight for our dreams, because sometimes people around us will steal that vision from us. And stealing it in this context is not even them taking so they can use it for themselves. Sometimes people steal your thing because it makes them feel uncomfortable. If you change, if you now have six-pack abs and they're still working with a beer belly, they are going to call you uppity. They're going to call you this. They're going to call you all kinds of other things. So you may have to find people who will also want to have six-pack abs with you, right? And sometimes it may not even be them having bad mind, as we call it. It may not be them just being envious of your goal. It may mean that your new six-pack abs person no longer has extensive pizza and beer nights with them. And so that's a loss. And so you can understand that they're going to want to fight for their pizza and beer night partner. But you don't want to be that pizza and beer night beer belly person anymore. You want to be the six-pack abs person who is maybe drinking green juice and going down to the World Gym, right? And so you have to find some people who resonate at that frequency so that you can accomplish those goals together. You can be on that journey together. And even on your own, sometimes that person trying to steal that dream is you. Because, hey, what can I say? Pizza tastes nice, and you may be enjoying the beer nights too. But those activities may not resonate with the person you want to be. It does not resonate with the running and playing with your kids, because the joy that you're enjoying today may be stealing from your health from tomorrow. And if it's stealing from your health from tomorrow, it may be stealing from your activities and your enjoyment with your children for tomorrow. Remember, you talked about building that family, connecting with your children. So what you're doing is you're sacrificing some joy today so that you can set that aside to make sure that you can enjoy it tomorrow with this new life, this legacy that you're building. Right? And you're walling that up by surrounding it with positive people, or people who are resonating at that same frequency, people who want to go on that journey with you. Imagine this. You're hanging out in West Bay, you're in this place, and you want to get to East End. East End is 1,000 miles or whatever the number is in the other direction, right? And everyone that's around you wants to stay in West Bay. It's going to be hard for you to get up and try to because first thing that you're going to have to do is to first find your motivation. Then you're going to have to try to figure out how to motivate them to get up, to want to be motivated to get to East End. And then you're going to probably have to push them out of their seats in order to get there, right? But if you find some people who are already getting there, then it's easier for you to find the motivation. And surrounded by that positive energy of people who want to get there, it's even a little bit easier to inspire those around you who may not be there yet to want to get there, because they see you going there. Let me say that again. It's easier for people to be motivated to go with you to a place that you're already going to than when you need them to get there. So you want to be on your journey so that you can inspire others to get on that journey with you. Because what you're saying to them is that this place in and of itself, this goal in and of itself is worthy, and I'm going to go there no matter what. I'm going to go there because this thing that is there is just super awesome and incredible. Now, you can benefit from that from coming with me, but hey, you know what? I don't begrudge you. You can enjoy yourself right here just as well. But this thing, I'm going to go there because I want this thing. I mean, think about it in terms of a nice restaurant. If you found this really awesome restaurant that cooks the best food, and you keep going, hey, can we go this place? Can we go this place? People are like, no. But if instead you go, you know what? I'm going down to this place because they make the best jerk chicken. They make the best ackee and saltfish. They make the best whatever your favorite thing is. And I may have to take 3 buses and crawl over 7 fences, but it's just that good. See what just happened there? Just that message in and of itself was itself inspiring, because it means they can really contrast the effort versus the goal, and you're willing to do it anyway, whether you have support or not. They're going, wow, I want to taste this jerk chicken curry goat, whatever it is that you're going there to find, because that, my friend, sounds awesome. I have a bonus one for you. I told you 4 strategies. I have a 5th one for you as a bonus, right? And this one feels good, right? How does this one feel good? Celebrate the small wins. So when you're able to get from 5 push-ups to 6, celebrate, man. Put on a big old party and celebrate that, because if you didn't start, you wouldn't be able to get to this accomplishment. So start celebrating yourself. Celebrate your accomplishments. Don't wait for the big goals to be accomplished in order to celebrate, right? What you're telling yourself is you're getting yourself into a culture of affirming yourself. You're shifting your brain into the culture of, rather than seeing the problems, celebrate the possibilities, celebrate the achievements. And that, in and of itself, starts feeding that dopamine process, that neurotransmitter. It says, wow, we're celebrating accomplishment, we're celebrating effort, we're celebrating growth. Well, tomorrow, I want to put in a little bit more effort. I want to grow a little bit more so I can have another celebration. See what I mean? So we took a process that we talked about at the beginning, where the celebration or that dopamine hit came from something outside of ourselves that's magically happened or incredibly happened, to us being able to use that process to propel ourselves forward. So celebrate those small wins. Every achievement, no matter how small, is a step closer to your goal. So once you're doing something, once you've accomplished something that gets you one step closer to your goal, celebrate it. I have my sister, she has this happy dance when she eats, right? So we talked about earlier on eating, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Imagine having yourself a little happy dance every time you finish a bite of the elephant, right? Because you know that that elephant is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and your appetite is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Your space, the space between you and the goal, is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And you're feeling stronger and more confident with each bite as you're celebrating it, and that dopamine is just coming in, and you're just feeling nicer and happier because you are a go-getter. You are an accomplisher. You are a finisher. You are someone who is on their journey getting to their goals. And before you even get there, people can start feeling that confidence on you. They start wanting to rock with you because you are a mover. You are a shaker. And you, that motivation starts to rub off on them. Remember I told you it's infectious? The more you are infected, the more you infect others. And the more you can start helping other persons. Other persons want to come on that journey with you because they know that journey feels good, especially when you're in the ride with them. They know it feels good. They know it's going to be good because we are going to get there. One of the things that stops people or limits people from moving out to their goals is because their brains tell them that it's hard to happen and it might not even happen. So they don't want to waste the energy. They don't want to risk the pain, the defeat. Here, when they see you on your way to get there, they go, yes, all right, I can be inspired because it can be done. And rocking with this person can help it to get done. So they want to get it done with you. So, all right, so those 4 things, those 5 things, I gave you the extra one. Those 5 things are: visualize your goals, break tasks into smaller steps, find your why, surround yourself with positivity, and of course, celebrate those small wins. We're going to talk about overcoming the most motivational slumps right after this quick break.
Welcome to The Wrecking Trade, this and every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m., the radio show that provides a platform for a deeper understanding of issues affecting men in the Cayman Islands. Join us as we explore the low enrollment of men and boys in college classrooms, the absence of men in the church, and the absence of fathers in the home. Join the conversation as we help men find their place in the modern world. Through engaging interviews with experts and members of the community, we provide a clear picture of what healthy masculinity looks like as an example for boys and girls. Our mission is to provide a voice for men, to help them navigate the challenges that they face and provide hope for a brighter future. So tune in this and every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. and join the conversation on The Wrecking Trade. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of men and boys in the Cayman Islands. Brought to you by Oscore Fitness, strong inside, powerful outside, and the Bellagio Salon and Spa, where beauty is reimagined.
Welcome to the Bellagio Salon and Spa, your one-stop destination for all your hair, nails, skin, and body needs. Located at 112 Cannon Place in Georgetown, Bellagio Salon and Spa is the epitome of luxury and relaxation. Come let us take care of your every need. Our team of skilled professionals is ready to give you a fresh and fabulous hairstyle, a revitalizing facial, or a pampering manicure. Experience the bliss of our signature spa treatments designed to cater to your specific desires. Let our therapists work their magic, leaving you feeling renewed. Don't wait any longer to treat yourself. Call us today at 943-5522 or 923-2255. Book your appointment and embark on a journey to ultimate relaxation. Bellagio Salon and Spa. Unwind, rejuvenate, and embrace your inner beauty. Book your escape now.
Now, we've all been there, right? You set your goals, you set your plans, but you hit that rut, you hit that wall, you hit something that may be blocking you or blocking temporarily, zapping the energy from your motivation. Here is how we can get out of that rut. I'm gonna share three quick things with you, right? So number one, change your environment. Sometimes we underestimate the value of just getting up and walking away. You may be at your desk and you're sitting down and it's work, blah blah blah. You're typing away, you're clunking away, but something might get into your email and you get stuck. You'd be surprised. You're trying to work on that report and the words are just not coming, even though you're clanking at the keyboards. You keep having to backspace because it's just not coming together. Just taking a quick break. Getting up, walking around the office, walking around, getting outside, looking up at the sun, letting some of the sunlight get down on your face. It can be a powerful refresh to help to reset your mind, to get you out of the rut and back into the groove, right? Just a little change of environment, a change of scenery, one small change can lead to your brain, those neurotransmitters, those little connectors just bursting at different rates that allows you to see new possibilities and experience new connections, right? So number one, change your environment. And that's just in the office. You may be, sometimes you just need to move. Sometimes you need to get up and move to a whole different country because where you are planted may not be the fertile soil to help you to grow into the huge tree that you were designed to be. So sometimes you may just have to go, hey, guess what? I see some prospects over here. I'm gonna just get up and go do this thing because the vision of what I want may not be accomplishable here. Maybe you want to be an actor and you've been trying at it here in the Cayman Islands for some time now, and you need to transplant yourself to Hollywood, to someplace else, to Los Angeles, so that you can be around other trees that are vibrating at that frequency, that are resonating at that level, to help you to be motivated to get to that place. So change your environment so that your environment aligns a little bit better with where you're trying to go. Or it may just need to help you to reset so that you may be able to burst at a different frequency to help you to even accomplish what you're trying to accomplish in your current environment. So number one, change your environment. Number two, seek inspiration. Now, we like to think that we can do all this all by ourselves. We can do all bad by ourselves. We can do everything. We can accomplish everything. We can do these goals all by ourselves. But guess what? Just like we talked about the story with Mr. Bannister there, right? Other persons saw him do it, and it gave them the courage, the motivation, the energy to do it themselves. Find motivation from persons who've been on that journey before you, who've accomplished the goals that you've set out before you, so that you can use their inspiration, you can benefit from their inspiration and work it into your own. Why? We talked about at the top of the show the extrinsic motivation, how that comes naturally. That dog that's trying to bite you motivates you to run at speeds that you haven't run in years because you don't want that bite. So this is us using that extrinsic motivation to our advantage. Watch a TED Talk, read an inspiring story, or listen to uplifting music. Use the energy, the emotions, and the motivation of those who've done the work before to fuel your own and push you towards being able to get there. Seek inspiration. And this inspiration, in addition to TED Talks, it may be you want that promotion at work. It might be, hey, talking to your manager, can we have a sit down meeting where I can talk to you about how did you go from wherever you started off in the company to where you are now, and what were some of the pitfalls, what were some of the challenges, what were some of the things that helped you to push through those nights. Maybe you went to school, maybe you studied. What were some of the things that pushed you through to get assignments done? And so you can benefit, and that gives you a twofer. One, you get to benefit from their wisdom, from their energy, from their history, from their motivation, but you also get to demonstrate that you are starting to think outside the box, starting to think differently, starting to be motivated in a new direction. And so that manager may just go, you know what, I'll mentor you. Come on, roll with me. We'll this one meeting that we had, no problem. We're gonna sit down once a week. We're gonna have lunch, and we can just have a chat. And I'm gonna guide you through the process. So you've just benefited from stepping out, that small step of seeking inspiration, and that has materialized into something else that is now another tool or another ally on the journey towards your motivated self, towards attaining your goal, right? And number 3, so as we're looking to that, so we talked about getting a raise, at getting that promotion at job, reaching out to your supervisor, being able to connect to and benefit from the inspiration or the motivation of those around you. Or, you know, it might be that you are trying to get those six-pack abs and you've been trying to work at it. You've been trying to get fit for the last 5, 6, 10 years, but it has not really worked out for you. You just seem to keep getting there, and then you keep getting a setback. It might be time for you to reach out to a personal trainer, someone who is going to be invested in your journey, someone who's going to help to push you past those places where you feel like stopping. Okay, you thought you could only do 8, but with the personal trainer there, with an Osmond, with an OJ there, you're hitting 10, and you don't, I mean, your arms may feel like jelly at the end of the day, but you saw that you thought you only had 8, but you got to 10. And that's the power of a personal trainer, a mentor, a guide, someone who's able to help you on the journey to get to where you're trying to get to. And that is powerful. So reach out to OJ, reach out to Osmond if you're looking for a personal trainer. Oscore Fitness is here to help you to get to that place that you want to get to, help you to realize that dream of those six-pack abs, not just so that you can check it off your bucket list, but so that it can translate into real life gains in your day-to-day life, real life benefits, being able to play with your kids, being able to go further, do more, accomplish more. Having a strong body means also helping to have a strong mind, because if you're riddled with pain, if you're racked with pain on a day-to-day basis, your mind is clouded by the pain. It's harder for it to see through possibilities. And so there you go, nice plug there for Oscore Fitness. Reach out, give him a call, or hit the link in the description below, and he can help you to get that space, get into that place where you can be that bigger, stronger self. Now, number 3. So number 1, change your environment. Number 2, seek motivation or seek inspiration. Connect with others, connect with people at your work, or just being able to find some TED Talks on YouTube where you can see other people who are just doing great things all around the world. YouTube is just a wonderful resource to help you to connect with your future self by seeing other persons who were in the same space that you are. They went through the work, they put in the work, they did the time, and now they're in the place that you want to get to. Number 3, avoid burnout. Remember, rest is crucial. It's okay to take breaks. Another reason why we talked about earlier breaking things into bite-sized pieces is because you get a chance to put some rest in between them. You get a chance to do your happy dance, rest, relax, let your jaw relax for a little bit while you're chewing away at that elephant. Because rest is just as important to the growth process as work. In order for your body to realign, to reorganize, to get so it can live in this new experience, it has to put in the work and then rest so that it can reorganize and get itself back and go, okay, fine, let's get there. But it has to do that rest process, and that's why every night we're invited to get some sleep. Every night we're invited to get some rest. Every week we're invited in the 7-day period to get that Sabbath rest, that Sabbath break that allows you to shift gears away from the ongoing, the playing, the doing, the continuing, to the new thing, to change your perspective, to change your mindset, to have that refresh, so that when you reconnect on the next activity, you can go at it with the energy, the vim, the vigor, because you are a rejuvenated body. Your mouth is rejuvenated, so it's ready to chew that elephant again and just crush it, right? So by continuing through this process of rest and rejuvenation, we get a chance to rebuild, we get a chance to reorganize, we get a chance to reconnect, and we get a chance to keep going through those monumental goals. And that's the thing our brains can't see that allows it to get overwhelmed. When we think about eating that elephant, we just go, oh, that's such a lot of work. But by injecting that break in between that process, we make it through that elephant, and at the end we're like, where did the elephant go? Because the work that we saw, there's also the rest that was in there that kept us going. There's this story about these two tree cutters, right? There's this old guy and this young guy, and the young guy's there, he's just going at it, he's strong, he's just boom boom boom, and just chopping those trees. And he looks over there on the other side at the old guy, and he sees every time he looks over there, the old guy is sitting down, and he's like, I'm clearly going to be the winner at this thing. I'm just going to be bossing because I'm clearly up, I'm working, I'm just putting in the work, I'm getting it done. He's just over there sitting down. So he goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. He's putting in, he's feeling good because he's just, whoa. I mean, he's starting to feel sore, but he knows that he's putting in the work, and he keeps, whoa, 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 and he keeps chopping away, and he keeps putting in the work. At the end of the day, they're ready to count up their accomplishments, and he's feeling proud, he's feeling cocky, he's going, yeah, I clearly beat you because I put in the work. And as he looks over, the guy puts in his number. Whoa, he puts up his number, he's celebrating, yeah, I did it. And then he puts in the old guy's number, and it's double his. And he's going, what? This is crazy. Every time I sat down, or every time I looked over by you, you were sitting down. And the old guy looks over to him and says, every time you saw me sitting down, I was sharpening my axe. I was sharpening my axe. And so the sharpness of the axe meant he had to put in less physical work to accomplish more, because his axe would go through the tree and it didn't need as much from his muscles. Getting the connection? You require less effort to accomplish tasks when you're not as tired. So putting in the work gives you more energy. It sharpens your axe to make the tasks easier, and you're able to accomplish more than someone who doesn't believe in rest, who doesn't want rest, who doesn't need rest, because your muscles are less fatigued, are less troubled, are less pained, because you're allowing them space to rejuvenate, to regrow, to strengthen. So avoid burnout by remembering to take breaks. Take that break. Take that break. Take that vacation that you need. Take that time. Take some moments and go down to the Bellagio Salon and Spa and register for a massage. Get yourself a nice hairdo. Get yourself, get your nails done. Pamper yourself. Because the better you feel about yourself, the sharper your axe is. The stronger you feel, the more you will feel rejuvenated, the more you can accomplish from those around you, because you feel better about yourself, because you feel more in line with the goals that you've set for yourself. You feel more in line with the challenges that you've set for yourself. You feel more aligned to the vision of you that you can see in your visualization, right? That person who is enjoying life, you're starting to enjoy it today, but making sure that that joy that you're experiencing today aligns with the goals, the small pieces that gets you there. You're not circumventing your joy and stealing it from tomorrow by doing other things that don't get you there. So you're not eating the ice cream so that you can experience the dopamine joy of ice cream eating. You are celebrating the wins of putting in those extra work, putting in that extra time, putting in the extra energy to become more fully what you were designed to be. Right? So enjoy the process of becoming who you were designed to be. not giving up on it to say it was too hard, not walking away from it because it was not. No, it is recognizing that the effort that you put in helps you to helps you to become the person that you were designed to be, the person who thought it was hard but is rewarded and energized by the fact that you were designed to do it. You were designed to become that thing so that you can inspire others to become the thing that they were designed to be as well. And imagine the world. Imagine a world where we can all become who we're designed to be, not by short-circuiting, but by realizing. Imagine a world where we inspire those around us to become more fully, to live more completely, and to experience each other in a way that we've never done before, because we are more real, we are more authentic, and we are more joyed in the presence of ourselves and the presence of those around us. Right? To be able to find the joy of being and the joy of becoming as we look forward to the joy of being what we will become when that time comes around. I'm Robert Lynch. This has been The Wrecking Trade, and we're connecting here as we wrap up. Right? We have the picture. Pick one strategy that we discussed today and challenge yourself. Give yourself that challenge. You don't have to do the whole list that we talked about. We talked about the 5 things to boost your motivation, and we talked about the 3 things that you can do to get out of some. Just pick one thing. You won't have to try to do everything. I'll put the notes in the description so that you can come back to them, and I want you to give me your feedback, give me your comments when you try the one thing. So you could try visualization this week and see how that works for you. You can try breaking tasks up into smaller bites. See how that works for you. Just pick one thing and see how you can break up that thing into smaller bites. You can try to find your why. I mean, it's a nice activity to sit down over lunch and just think about, why am I doing this thing? Why do I want to do this thing? Or why do I do the things I already do? So that you can just understand the motivation of why you are where you are. You know, hey, it might just be being able to, before you even get to surrounding yourself, to be able to just find something. You might find a new person, find someone that you can connect with in a positive way. Find a book that lifts you up and motivate you, or find the one quote that you can write down on a piece of paper and drop in your top pocket, so whenever you feel demotivated, you could pull that out and go, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Whatever that thing is for you, you can find it, and when you try that for a week, try that for a month, see how that works for you, and come back and drop a comment drop a comment under this video to let me know that this thing was useful to you, to benefit from you, and so we can celebrate those wins with you. I'd love to be able to celebrate your wins. Share how when you started, this is what you wanted to do and you thought you couldn't do it, but you watched this video and you tried this one small thing, and every day you saw it get better, and you tried to add another thing and another thing, and before you know it, here you are now, the person that you never thought you could be, but you were designed to be, and you're just living there fully. So try that and let me know what it feels like. Let me know what it is, right? And of course, share that experience with you. And if you've benefited from this experience, feel free to share it out. I mean, toss out on your social media, hashtag boost your drive challenge. That's my challenge for you for this new school year, this new term coming in. The hashtag boost your challenge. Hashtag boost your drive challenge. Toss out in your description, toss out somewhere, toss out on your own social media that you are hashtag boosting your drive, and that's the challenge, and that's how you're going to get to the place where you really want to get you. This has been the Wrecking Trade, the show where we have conversations. We look at how we talk about male accountability, we talk about personal growth, we talk about becoming fully ourselves. Next month, I guess as of tomorrow, we're going to shift into September, and we're going to redesign the show. We're going to shift this thing into overdrive to help you to boost your own drive, because we really want to help some persons to get to where they want. We want to help ourselves to get to that next level that we're all challenging ourselves to get to, and we're all going to celebrate on this journey together. And we invite you to celebrate on this journey with you. So when you hit up a social media post, remember hashtag boost your drive challenge. That's what we're doing for the rest of 2023 and beyond. Thank you for tuning in to Boosting Your Drive. Thank you for tuning in to help to master your motivation. Remember, the power to achieve lies within you. Until next time, keep pushing forward. This has been Robert Lynch on the Wrecking Trade. Remember to hit that like button on the way out, hit that subscribe button, and share these videos with someone who you think it might benefit, who you think it might be beneficial to, so that they too can come on this journey with us. They can come on this platform. They can come on. We can all walk together on this journey. Peace.
Welcome to The Wrecking Trade, this and every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m., the radio show that provides a platform for a deeper understanding of issues affecting men in the Cayman Islands. Join us as we explore the low enrollment of men and boys in college classrooms, the absence of men in the church, and the absence of fathers in the home. Join the conversation as we help men find their place in the modern world. Through engaging interviews with experts and members of the community, we provide a clear picture of what healthy masculinity looks like as an example for boys and girls. Our mission is to provide a voice for men, to help them navigate the challenges that they face and provide hope for a brighter future. So tune in this and every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. and join the conversation on The Wrecking Trade. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of men and boys in the Cayman Islands. Brought to you by Oscore Fitness, strong inside, powerful outside, and the Bellagio Salon and Spa, where beauty is reimagined.
Welcome to the Bellagio Salon and Spa, your one-stop destination for all your hair, nails, skin, and body needs. Located at 112 Cannon Place in Georgetown, Bellagio Salon and Spa is the epitome of luxury and relaxation. Come let us take care of your every need. Our team of skilled professionals is ready to give you a fresh and fabulous hairstyle, a revitalizing facial, or a pampering manicure. Experience the bliss of our signature spa treatments designed to cater to your specific desires. Let our therapists work their magic, leaving you feeling renewed. Don't wait any longer to treat yourself. Call us today at 943-5522 or 923-2255. Book your appointment and embark on a journey to ultimate relaxation. Bellagio Salon and Spa. Unwind, rejuvenate, and embrace your inner beauty. Book your escape now. Introducing Oscore Fitness Personalized Training System, the ultimate solution to achieving your fitness goals. With Oscore Fitness, you have the flexibility to work out in your own home gym, or if you prefer, you can visit one of our partner facilities for a change of scenery. Our team of expert trainers will guide you through personalized workouts tailored to your specific needs and preferences, ensuring maximum results. If you can't make it to the gym, Oscore Fitness offers the convenience of having a fully equipped gym delivered right to your doorstep. Our dedicated trainers will motivate and challenge you every step of the way, keeping you on track towards your fitness goals. Ready to transform your fitness routine? Call us now at 525-8622 and get started with Oscore Fitness Personalized Training System. Oscore Fitness. Break free from limitations and achieve your fitness dreams. Oscore Fitness. Your journey to a healthier, stronger you begins today. Welcome to the Bellagio Salon and Spa, your one-stop destination for all your hair, nails, skin, and body needs. Located at 112 Cannon Place in Georgetown, Bellagio Salon and Spa is the epitome of luxury and relaxation. Come let us take care of your every need. Our team of skilled professionals is ready to give you a fresh and fabulous hairstyle, a revitalizing facial, or a pampering manicure. Experience the bliss of our signature spa treatments designed to cater to your specific desires. Let our therapists work their magic, leaving you feeling renewed. Don't wait any longer to treat yourself. Call us today at 943-5522 or 923-2255. Book your appointment and embark on a journey to ultimate relaxation. Bellagio Salon and Spa. Unwind, rejuvenate, and embrace your inner beauty. Book your escape now. Introducing Oscore Fitness Personalized Training System, the ultimate solution to achieving your fitness goals. With Oscore Fitness, you have the flexibility to work out in your own home gym, or if you prefer, you can visit one of our partner facilities for a change of scenery. Our team of expert trainers will guide you through personalized workouts tailored to your specific needs and preferences, ensuring maximum results. If you can't make it to the gym, Oscore Fitness offers the convenience of having a fully equipped gym delivered right to your doorstep. Our dedicated trainers will motivate and challenge you every step of the way, keeping you on track towards your fitness goals. Ready to transform your fitness routine? Call us now at 525-8622 and get started with Oscore Fitness Personalized Training System. Oscore Fitness. Break free from limitations and achieve your fitness dreams. Oscore Fitness. Your journey to a healthier, stronger you begins today.